Anybody ready for a revolution? Anybody ready for a revolution? Anybody ready for a revolution? Anybody ready for a revolution?
You are now tuned in to the Revolution Radio Show. Oh, you know what it is and what it do. You officially tuned into the Revolution Radio Show, aka the Revolution Podcast. As always, I am your boy, J Love, aka Uncle Jiggy. Shout out to Farron and intern Lily, and they can't be with us today. They doing their thug thistle, but doesn't matter because I got a special guest, man. I got a special guest today with us. Normally, you guys know we talk about some dumb stuff right here. We talk about stuff in the news. And there's a bunch of ridiculousness going on in the news right now. I'm not going to get into that because, I will go on a tangent forever, especially with the trial for the murderers of Ahmaud Arbery. I hope they go to jail, put them under the jail. The Kyle Rittenhouse, white privilege is crazy. Yes, I said it. So I'm not surprised that dude gets off. There's just a whole lot going on. But we'll talk about that later. Okay, because I told y'all I got somebody. It's really fantastic. I want to give a quick disclaimer, fellas. Y'all gonna fall in love right now. You know what I'm saying? So just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because Shorty is amazingly lovely. So with that being said, I have the phenom, the amazing artiste, the wonderful, the lovely, the talented Miss Chanelly. How are you doing today?
Hey, what's good? I'm doing great. And yourself?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate having you on the show.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So let me ask you this. For those who might not have had the opportunity yet to have heard of you, how long have you been in the game and what made you want to start doing this?
So I've been doing music now, I want to say probably a little bit over 6 months, probably like about 8. But I started getting into music because I've always been surrounded by it growing up, but I started to fall in love with it during the pandemic, really, because I was just dealing with a lot of like family stuff, relationship stuff, just a lot of stuff was going on. And for me, I'm really quiet about my emotions and like I always keep to myself because I always like growing up, I thought it was like soft to like be like feel sad or just whatever, like be out there about my emotions. So I started writing and taking it actually serious because I've been writing since I was little, but I started writing and taking it serious. And my mom had plugged me in with one of her friends that's a producer, and I just got in there and we started, knocking out some songs.
Yeah, so I may know some things that other folks don't know, but you touched on that you were surrounded by music. Can you share some of the folks that you've been surrounded by?
So growing up, I've always been around the entertainment industry, definitely. My step pops is Percy, and
Shout out Big Purse.
he's done so much in the industry. I don't even know what to title him or what his job title is, but he's just done so much. So I've been around him growing up, of course. He's been in my life since, excuse me. He's been in my life since I was like 4. So always been around. And then that music influence. And then, of course, Uncle Snoop, always been around. So just being around like these big names and just, of course, it's going to take influence on you because it's like, like that's cool what they're doing. And, if that's family, it's going to rub off on you too, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, just the fact that, you named some heavy hitters. Yeah, Snoop can arguably be considered the godfather of West Coast hip hop at this point.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Big Percy behind the scenes. And now, you're doing a lot of stuff in front, but behind the scenes was doing, we talking 2+ decades.
Yes, a long time.
Yeah.
Since I was little.
Yeah, in the game. So it's crazy that you had that. Something that you said, I want to touch on is the fact that I know a lot of people, think that it is, like you, use your word soft, or it's not encouraged to discuss your feelings. You know what I mean? But I think, I'm a little bit older than you, a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, but I think that now we're in a generation where we're a lot more open to talk about those things than we were when I was coming up. You feel me? And
Yes,
I think it's
definitely.
really so. Go ahead.
A lot of barriers have been broken down, like for people to be more themselves and allow themselves to show who they truly are. So that's why it also has even been comfortable for me now in this point in my life to share emotions or just truly be you. And that's all part of confidence too. So it's been a lot of diversity and a lot of boundaries being broken down for people to truly be themselves.
Do you find most artists who are also writers that I talk to, right, find that writing is actually therapeutic? Do you find that to be the case?
Yeah, definitely. My mom had sent me an interview and it was Madonna talking about they were like speaking on some stuff that I guess she had went through growing up and she was like, I don't need therapy, I write. And that's exactly how I feel, like word for word, because you really get it out. And like going into the studio and just getting it all out is truly like it's like a high. Like once I leave the studio and I make a song, it's like a high. Like you just want to keep doing it. It feels really good.
No, I feel I call it bleeding on paper. That's
Yep.
what I call it. So I definitely, people don't realize myself being a writer. Like when I hear songs, I joke all the time that to me, songs are real life because I understand that it's actually coming from a real place when the writer was putting that down. Whether you know it or not, they're pulling from, a lot of times from real experiences. If it's not theirs, it's an experience of someone that they know of. So
Definitely.
so let me ask you this. Do you feel still, because I like to ask my female guests this, do you still feel that there's some barriers that need to be overcome in terms of, in the music industry when it comes to being a woman? Like, do you think it's more difficult or not? It's a level playing field?
Well, now definitely with all of these different female artists and rappers, especially coming out, it's definitely paved the way for people like me to feel more comfortable to get out there and do and show that we can keep up with all the men in the industry. So I feel like it's definitely way easier than it was back in the day, like during my parents' day, because it's like it's been done and it's shown that women can still keep up with men and shoot, even surpass them if they want to.
Okay, okay, I ain't mad at that. So let me ask you this: as a woman, who are some of your influences? Who do you look to and be like, man, they ignite me?
Um, Definitely Nicki Minaj growing up. You gotta give credit to the queen. Um, I
Okay,
am in love with Mulatto. Lotto,
okay,
excuse me, she changed her name. Lakia, I've recently started really looking into Doja Cat, and I love how she doesn't set herself in a box.
right.
Lil Kim, all of them with that passion you could tell, and when they are saying they raps, they really mean it. You could feel it. Um, yeah, off the top of my head, those are some of the main ones.
Okay, okay. Because Percy been in your life, did you have a lot of like old school influences? Because I know he loved that old school.
Yeah, I've had old school for sure, but on my like I feel like being around even like my mom, she's played music and stuff cuz she grew up in Pomona. So I've always been around the music of like Corrupt, Warren G. I love Ice Cube. I love Ice Cube. Definitely Hove, Jay Z. Uh, who else did they play? Of course, Snoop. That's a
Being
must.
from Pomona, I know she played some Sugar Free.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, yes, yes. But no, I was saving some of my other ones too. But yeah, Shirley, Sugar Free too.
Sugar Free, Mossberg. Shout out to the homie DJ Quick. Like, it's funny because a lot of times I like to especially hear the influence from younger artists because a lot of, because my generation will say things like Big Daddy Kane, KRS One, we'll shout out like even Marvin Gaye, that sort of thing. And then I love to hear because a lot of times it just shows that like the progression where these names start to change, right? And you saying these different, like, obviously, man, or whatever, I'm gonna just say it, I don't care. Like, I'm older than Nicki Minaj, so even though
Mhm.
good black don't crack, your boy
That far.
but so obviously I would have never thought because my generation was the female rappers was Queen Latifah, was Moni Love, was Roxanne Shante. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, shout out Salt and Pepper. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just it's beautiful to see this thing called hip hop that once upon a time they said was a fad and was gonna die out in 5 years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's now the biggest music and culture in the world.
Yeah. And it's crazy too, because even though I do have those old school influences from my parents and every like, family that's been around me, my mom always allowed me to like listen to whatever I wanted. So like even if it was like our era, the millennials and stuff like that, their music, it was also like I did my own research like to dive into like all the old school, so like Death Row and all the East Coast music, and like it's like they allowed me to have my own like journey as far as like what
Right.
I was gonna find out. Like, and of course they helped. Like if I bring it up, they're like, "Man, you don't know nothing about that because you know how y'all get."
That's what. So, what do you like to do? Speaking that you a millennial, you know what I mean? Like, what do you like to do to just like really unwind and just kind of just get in that place of zen and just start you. I guess let me say this because it's a long question, but I know that when it comes time to create, different people have a different process. Like
Mhm.
some people really like to vibe out to different music. Some people don't like listening to no music. Some people, like to dance and get, kind of get that going. Like, what do you like
Yeah.
to do to get in that space to become creative?
It always is different every time, but I feel like most of the time I get super inspired by something that I've heard, or like if I'm listening to a certain track and it's like super upbeat and that's the mood that I'm in because I'm feeling angry today, or I'm feeling like turn up, or whether it's angry, mad, sad, whatever the case may be, it's usually if I hear something and then it'll inspire me to tell my story. Or even if I'm just like usually I write most of the time when I'm going through something or something happening. My life is like a movie, so it's something every day. So either that, but I'll usually just like to hear my instrumentals or
Right.
some beats that I get sent, and I just like to listen to them on my own and just hum it out and just see where I want to go with it. That's how my creative process really starts.
Okay. And what would you say if you had to put your vibe or your style in a box for those who, want to get to know about you? What would you say is your vibe?
Um, when I always think this to myself, what would I categorize this as? I would say definitely I would say maybe like a mixture of like turnips and vibe. Like, cause I have a range where it's like, okay, we just can nod our head to it and really feel it. And then I also have another part of me that's like, oh, we turned to we outside, like we lit. So I would say somewhere in the middle of like super upbeat turned up and vibing like in the feels era.
I feel you. Okay. And so you sing and rap, right?
Yes.
Which one do you prefer?
When I first started, I definitely preferred rapping over singing because I wasn't like super like comfortable with my voice. But now that I'm starting to get more comfortable, I do like the singing portion and doing my melodies, but I'll always favor the rap side.
I feel you. I feel you. Let me ask you this. I mean, you've been in the industry and I know, you've been exposed to a lot of different things. Have you ever considered, in addition to, doing the music, like venturing into like acting or anything else outside of music?
Actually, yeah, definitely. Growing up, I used the first movie that I remember that I wanted to become an actress was watching The Game Plan. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it has Madison Pettis, and then The Rock. And growing up, they used to always tell me, of course, because we have curly hair and we like light skin, that I looked like her, and I just loved that movie. So I just was like really into acting, but definitely acting I would want to do.
Okay. And would you rather do like serious action, comedy, romantic? Like what kind? What kind of?
I actually want to do like horror. Like I low key like I would want to do horror, but
Okay.
I actually like I'm low key weird because I would like want to be the scary person.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like the girl from like The Ring or something.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
You
Yes,
got
I
the
was
hair.
like,
Let the hair just put the
yep,
hair all up in your
exactly.
face.
I used to, and I did cheer growing up, so of course we doing backflips and all type of stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, I want to crawl on walls and everything.
Okay, that's wild. But let me ask you
Hmm.
this. So I asked this question to a lot of people, and it's this: what is something interesting about you that people would never guess? And I'll give you an example, right? So I always tell people, no one would ever guess that once upon a time in my life, I was a member of Future Farmers of America, and I even had a goat named Billy. So that's a true
Oh,
story. So you know what I mean? No one would guess that. So what would be something about you that people, wouldn't just at first glance wouldn't guess about you?
um, growing up, I was a big gamer. Like, I never
Really?
could like get the hang of like all the extras, like recording myself, because I wanted to be like a gamer and also bring it onto YouTube. But like me and my sister used to watch gameplays like of Far Cry, Far Cry. We watch all type of scary games. Like we love dashy games, and we used to watch that all day. Like people would never think. I feel like that's some like nerd thing that people would think I would never do, but that's I'm all for it. Like we have a PlayStation 5 and we be playing games all day.
So you still into gaming now?
Yeah, I kind of fell off from it, but we're getting back into it. Like literally, the PlayStation is set up right now, and we just ordered another controller.
Okay, okay. All right,
Hmm.
Christmas come around the corner.
Right. Somebody put the games in. I'm gonna send my link.
You know what I mean? So let me ask you this. I know I heard your single Fire, by the way. Uh, the New Year's right around the corner. Do you have any plans in place, like with the music or any shows or anything like that? Like what do you have coming up?
Definitely wanna. We're setting up some shows so that I can get on and we can start pushing out Fiend and more, and just show a little bit more of my catalog. Definitely show some unreleased so shows. We got a couple different interviews and stuff coming up along the way. Just trying to really push the whole music and just get my name out there and start showing people what I really am about.
Okay. I know now, people have already started, but I think as we've been living in this weird world for the last like 2 years, right, with the whole COVID thing. And now coming to 2022, things are gonna open up a lot more.
Yes.
Prayerfully.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully.
And so that being said, I think there's going to be a lot more shows than there has been in a very long time. I personally love the live element. Do you love performing live?
Yeah, I've actually performed at my prom. So it right,
Okay.
different. I ain't heard nobody did that yet, but I did that. So I love the live and the performing in front of people. That like that adrenaline gets me going. And growing up, I've done dance and cheer, so all-star cheer. So we going around the country performing. So that part I like. That's my favorite part, probably getting out
So
there and really showing people.
so do you incorporate a lot of dance in your performance? You be with the dancers doing it,
Oh
getting
yeah,
it.
we gonna have all that. We gonna have the dancers. I'm gonna do some choreo, everything.
Okay, okay. I used to be a dancer like 85 pounds ago. You know what I
Oh
mean?
what?
I
You was
I
killing her. You was
I
hitting
can
her.
I can still get it. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted.
Right,
Don't
we
don't
gonna have
get
to have a little battle.
don't get it twisted. Okay. So let me ask you this. Who would you say, right, in terms of in your life personally, is your biggest influence that has the biggest, yeah, just basically just has the biggest influence on you?
Um, it would definitely, I would say my sister. Me and my sister are very close.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
my older sister. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
That
a lot of the stuff, like when I was younger, um, she actually taught me like how to memorize Nicki Minaj lines because she was a super fan. So of course that fell on me too. So yeah, we would be in there. She's over here teaching me how to rap the bottoms up verses, and just it was crazy. Literally in our computer room, and she would be like, "Okay, say this line," and then we would go over it, and that's how. I mean, she's a part of the reason why I love rap.
Wow, that's interesting. Because a lot of times you hear people with their siblings, like they love them because they have to, because they related to them, but it.
Yeah, no, definitely we beef. We definitely beef, but my mom has really taught us like that regardless, like family is everything, and that at the end of the day, like we're all we have. And for me and my sister, like growing up, like falling out with friends and stuff, because like one thing about us, we really stand on loyalty.
Right.
So with us, it's like even when everybody falls out or they cross us or they do something weird to us, it's like at the end of the day, you always have your sister.
Okay. Okay. So I know with your music coming out, are you doing it independent or are you signed to somebody? Like, how you getting your music out?
I'm independent, so it's just all us and like the family, really.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got some good people,
No,
so
yes,
that's
of course, we got some love.
okay. So let's play Dream Out Loud. Um, so in a perfect world, if you could have it your way, right? What would you want to see happen in the next year with regards to your music, your career, your brand?
Um, I definitely want to grow my audience, and I definitely want to try different, not necessarily like like genres of music, but like stay in rap, obviously, but like execute it differently. Like I want to try like um just different styles of it and like the different executions, but really just I just want to grow and really push my pen and just get better. I'm very serious, so I really want to just push my pen and get better. Just grow.
Do awards mean anything to you or not really?
I mean, they're dope, but that's not what I'm in it for. I really love music
I like
regardless.
I like that. I like that. That's really fire. So I know that a lot of young cats when they see this, they gonna want to be like, hey. So are we gonna break some hearts today? Like is they gonna ask. So is you single?
Yes, I'm single.
So what is it going to take for a young man to, like, does he have to be like a, super baller industry cat or like regular dudes is cool?
No, I like people that I'm very humble, so I like people that just are real, and I like people that have ambition and have a hustle and know what they want to do, and you don't have to babysit them because I don't have time for that.
I feel you. Do you prefer a guy that's like into the industry and music or someone just completely outside of this and you
I
know
feel
what I
like
mean?
I feel like I would vibe with someone that's into the music or in the industry because I mean it's a similar thought process and we know
Right.
what each other deal with.
Okay. Okay. And do you think that because different people have different thought processes, right? So do you think at this point you're like, yo, I'm just getting my career popping, I ain't got time for nobody, whatever, or you like, nah, I could balance it all?
For me, I don't know because I mean for me with like dating, I if you're gonna bring problems, I'm gonna turn it into a song. So regardless, we gonna get some music made. But I like being like solo, doing my own thing because you don't gotta worry about somebody always just checking on you or just being like extra for no reason. I'm not for that. I'm not clingy. I don't do all the extras. I handle mine, you handle yours, and then we meet in the middle.
I've got to imagine that dating you would be interesting because they got to deal with Big Percy and all the homies. And does he do any of the like? They got to come over and check in.
I've never brought nobody around him really because I don't even have time for that because he already starts. So we don't even play those type of games if I know it's not something solid.
Right, right. Because I could imagine, because I
Oh
know the
yeah,
thing,
it's never an issue to make that call ever.
because I know the things I've done just with my nieces, where what I'm saying, I'm ready to call the goon squad and like.
Oh yeah, we TTG, we ready to go, but nah, I try to avoid problems at all costs.
So, if people want to find out like more about you, if they want to get to know you, where can they go to find out more about Miss Chanelli?
Of course, check me out on Instagram at it's Chanelli with the ZITZ Chanelli, how it's spelled. But also TikTok. I post a lot on TikTok. That shows a lot more of my personality if you really want to dive deeper.
Okay, and is it the same thing on TikTok?
Yes, all platforms is it's Chanelli, YouTube, everything.
Okay, okay. And you got a lot of music on there, or that's to come.
That's to come, mainly on Apple Music right now. We have Spotify, we got Google, all platforms for music, but we got more coming soon.
And for the single, are you going to be shooting a video soon?
We are thinking about putting some plans into place, so that should be coming soon, probably.
Because if you ever needed a cameo, if you needed somebody to be in the video and be be
No,
really
yeah, we need you to pull up for sure.
I'm saying you don't have to. I'm just saying, if you insist, if you absolutely
No,
insist,
yeah, we would love to have you. Come on.
you know what I mean? Because I'm kind of, I could be cool in the background. I could be like,
Oh yeah.
cool. I could be a
Okay.
dancer. You know what I mean? I could play different parts. You know what I'm saying? If you need somebody to thug it out, yada dig, like, you know what I'm
Oh
saying? We
yeah,
can thug it
definitely.
out,
We
whatever.
need some more thugs in there.
I'm sure y'all got plenty. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I could be the comic relief. There's a whole lot of stuff. I'm just saying, I'm available. And I work for food. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
oh yeah. Then you said we got you hooked up.
You know. So
Hmm.
I asked this question to everybody, right? And so it's kind of a deep one, but God forbid, right? Because we know life is fragile. It's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. But let's say
Right.
this is the last time somebody got to hear your voice, you know what I mean, and see you, whatever. What would you want to leave your fans with? People who, want to, like, what's a message that you would want to leave people with?
Mm. Get out of your comfort zone and
Mm.
take all risks, because you never know, of course, like you just said, what could happen, and you never know what if. So don't second guess yourself and take those risks, because it can jolt you forward in your whole future.
That's dope. I like that because a lot of people be real scary and are always being and I understand you do need to be wise, right? You need to
Yes.
use wisdom in your decisions, but at the same time, it's an old school saying, scared money don't get money, right?
Yep.
And meaning that, like, you're never going to get anywhere if you don't take risks. And I think that's dope that at your age you already recognize that.
No, yeah, definitely. It comes with, of course, experience and just growth over time and just realizing what works for you and what doesn't. But you really have to just have that confidence and just push yourself. And if you don't have the confidence, you got to just fake it till you make it, because you never know when that opportunity is going to come up again. Like, you need to take once in a lifetime opportunities if it's something that you really want to do, or if it's going to help you get better and grow.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, like, I'm just, not trying to put, but how old are you right now? Do you mind saying how old you are?
I'm 18.
Okay. So this is what I tell, and I'm gonna give you some free advice that I give people all the time, right?
Mhm.
Your 20s, right? There you go. Your 20s is a free decade. Do you understand? Like, you could blow up your life in your 20s and
Yeah.
still be okay come your 30s. And what I mean by that is this, not to do stupid things, but take risks. This is the time, like, you ain't got no kids, you ain't married. It's not like you have to worry about a home, like, in other words, the responsibilities of a home, right? This is the time for you to take all the risks that you can take because you have, for the most part, you got your parents you can fall back on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah. You have
that
help.
it's that you should be fearless right now. You should have the ability to just step up every time, so to speak, to the plate and swing for the fences because it don't matter. Just go. Because the worst that can happen is that you fail. But if you fail, you learn a lesson. There's a lot to be learned in failure. People are so afraid to fail, and they understand, like, so much of what we have in life is because of failure, right?
Yes, of course. That's one thing my sister actually taught me. She was like, "You're already at a no, so what's gonna happen? It can only get better."
That's dope. That's dope that you got a sister that would, really school you like that and give you some amazing advice. I'm excited to see more from you. You know what I'm saying? I think that you definitely have some potential to do some amazing things. I don't know if you've heard this before, but you actually kind of remind me of a young Aaliyah.
No, I haven't, but I do love Aaliyah. I love her style. It's different. Yes, thank you, and I appreciate that you see that potential.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And look, do your thing, man. Do your thing and just, take chances, take risks, take whatever. Like, because here's the truth. There's always gonna be a group of people who don't like it. So it don't matter. Like,
Yeah,
if
people
you
always
if
gonna have something to say.
But if you authentic, you're gonna find an audience and you're gonna find people who dig what it is that you do. You feel what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
all you gotta do is just be you and be authentic. And you already got a lot of things going for you. You got, so much more than most people that are just starting out. You know what I mean? And so, take advantage. Like, look, I'm gonna give you. Look, I'm gonna say this twice. You ready? I'm gonna sprinkle some. Bully bully Percy, bully Uncle Snoop, bully everybody that you got in your circle that got some influence. Look, take advantage. I'm telling you, right? I know people sometimes want to stand on their own. Look, listen to Uncle Jiggy. Take advantage of every relationship that you got. You know what I'm saying? This business is 80% about relationships.
Yep.
Take full advantage. You love me, right? You love me.
Gotta hit him with that one.
I'm trying to tell you, because I got some things going on. Trust me, I'm pulling every favor I've ever saved up, and I'm bullying people. Like, look, if you really care about me and you want to
You
continue to
go
have
help.
yes, absolutely. Oh, I'm gonna call you now. Watch, I'm gonna be like, look, I need you to put this on your social media because you know what I'm saying. I need to get
Oh
some
yeah,
little.
we all plugged in. Let's do it.
You feel me? But I'm telling you, take advantage of every relationship you got because that's how it works. It really is about relationships, and we supposed to help each other out. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like if I got something that can help you, that's what we supposed to do. You feel me? And so, just a free little public service announcement, ladies and gentlemen. The communities that do the best in the world are the communities that look out for each other. So
Yep.
let's make it a point to look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing, or whatever. Don't matter. It's favoritism. Who cares? You
Right.
understand? Like you're supposed to be spoiled. Be
Have each
spoiled.
other's backs.
Yes, absolutely. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, when we get off of this thing, make 32 phone calls and be like, look, y'all, I need you to step up your game. And your girl need these favors right now. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
And don't feel bad about it. Believe me, don't feel bad about it at all. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause trust at some point they did the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like everybody around me is very understanding of where I'm at. So they definitely do try to help as much as they can.
No, make them help more.
It ain't enough.
Because look, I'm about to bully Big Percy because I'm gonna shoot this thing. I need all the low riders. You know what I'm saying? I need you to
Oh
come.
shit, you need Rider Gang to come out.
Yes, I need all of y'all. Like I need you to do it the way you do it for you. You know what I mean? I don't need just two or three. I need all of them. That whole
Right. We
line to
need
go
everybody
down
lighting them up.
and the celebrities and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? But
Yep.
I'm really like I really think you're dope, you know what I'm saying? And so I can't wait. We about to play this song here in a minute. Y'all ain't ready. It's some fire.
Ready. Come
Y'all
on.
ain't ready. But can I put you on the spot? Can I get you to either spit or sing something a cappella so they could get just a little just a little dip?
Oh
Just a
yeah, no,
little.
we can spit some. We for sure can spit some. Let me clear my throat. uh, Man, stop it. You was not on my level. The way I get down, bitch, I deserve a medal. Chick to take notes. Here's a pencil. Sock niggas in they brain. Yeah, I fuck up they mental. Get right or get left, boy, be my guest. Cause when I talk my shit, I say it with my chest. Don't ever do me. Man, I'm not like the rest. Cause all them dirty hating hoes probably need a pap test. Talking shit behind my back, but a fan in person checking up on me. I can tell that you lurking. Critics want the old me. Well, here's a bossed up version. Not even at my peak. I'm just scratching the surface.
Pop, 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 pop. Get the guns out. Get the guns out. Over there, you know what I mean? Looking lovely and they got gangster on y'all. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. They don't even know it's real West Coast business.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Revolution Radio Show, aka the Revolution Podcast. We have Miss Chanelli. Make sure you check her out on all social media platforms. It's Chanelli. That's ITZCHANELLY. Okay, I'm gonna spell that again. ITZCHANELLY. Make sure you check her out. Make sure you follow. Make sure you go. You got it because you know the analytics. You got to like. You got to comment. All that kind of good stuff. You got to share. You know what I mean? Or
Yes, sir.
you can't just go look at it. You gotta be active. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Interactive, all that.
And let her know when you hear the music, you know what I'm saying? Let her like, hey, look, the artist, look, here's the truth. We're sensitive. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to like this stuff. So let us know. So let her know if you feeling it. Be like, hey, I was feeling that song. You know, whoopty wow wow wow. You know what I mean? Gentlemen, feel free to go ahead and slide in the DM. Just understand. I know I know Big Percy. You know what I'm saying? And he got real goons. So I'm just letting you know there's real goons over there. So be respectful.
Come right or don't come at all.
Yes. Be very respectful. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because I already know a couple of my nephews. I got to put that out for them because I already know when they see this. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, Unc. I'm like, you know what I mean? I can't help you. Yada dig. So, you know, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for coming on here. I can't wait to, you know, when the day comes when you got a top 10 song and you know what I mean, we're gonna speak it. You gotta speak that into, you know what I'm saying?
Manifest, yes.
Yeah. So when
thank you for having me. I had a good time.
Listen, I'm telling you, I can't wait because I want to be able, when you get your first Grammy, I'm asking in advance, okay? When you get your first award, I want you, you know, back when it wasn't popping yet, you know, shout out to my boy J Love. He was one of the first.
They love getting all the love. We coming back. We stick with our day ones. Come on now.
I'm just saying, you know, I just want to hear my name one time so I can be like,
No, yeah, we shouting you out.
You know what I mean? Because you know, I don't want to be on the like, I know her for real. I do. Stop calling me a liar. I know her. I got receipts. I could pull the tape.
You crazy.
You feel me? But seriously, thank you so much. I definitely, let's check in again when, like, whether it's when you shoot the video or whatever, but at the top of the year, let's check in again. Let's see, you know, let's keep it popping so that we keep your name in people's ears, you know what I'm saying? And keep this popping.
The consistency.
You know what I mean? So, you know, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, right now, you want to introduce your single?
Yes. This is It's Chanelly on all Instagram platforms, social media. Y'all are listening to Chanelly. This is my new single, Fiendin'. Check it out.
We're going to see y'all later, man. Don't forget, reach for your best, reach for success, but most of all, reach for God because God is love and love is everything. We're going to see you.
Okay, Riggs. Pull up late night when you freeze. Baby, come and ride up what you need. Okay. Little pretty yellow bone, red breed. Slide down to the block, got you fiendin'. Always stay super fresh, super clean. High minutes, gotta keep it icy. Little pretty yellow bone, red breed. Slide down to the block, got you fiendin'. Bad bitch, edges laid, I'm a trophy. Cute fit, real slim by my lonely. Never worry about these niggas, but they own me. Too exclusive, make a nigga have to show me. Made him fall in love with a real one. Now he say he sprung and I can't leave him. Got me sliding all day with his gun. Keep on playing, we gon' be on a run. Making moves, running plays, he on the low. Stay down 10 toes, never float. Push the start, yellow mama on go. Take me shopping, then he back on the road. Stay worried about me, always tripping. Boy must've forgot I be pimping. When I say we done, he'll be simping. Never let him hit, but I got him wishing. Pull up late night when you freeze. Baby, come and ride up what you need. Little pretty yellow bone, red breed. Slide down to the block, got you fiendin'. Always stay super fresh, super clean. High minutes, gotta keep it icy. Little pretty yellow bone, red breed. Slide down to the block, got you fiendin'. So dope, my attitude that gas. Babe, mad attached and I never come last. Mine on that cash, he gotta bring it fast. Run it up, we running up the bags. Operating low key, don't leave no trace. Girls coming for me, really tryna race. Can't see the competition, I'm first place. Wanna snatch my man, y'all don't want this case. Why you mad? Cause your boy love me. He flying me first class out the country. Telling me he got it and I'm living luxury. Got me dripped up, feeling mad lovely. Keep it shit player while y'all hating. If it's said and not directed, what you saying? No captain, y'all aware I'm not playing. Staying pretty, not beefing, that ain't paying. Pull up late night when you freeze. Baby, come and ride up what you need. Little pretty yellow bone, red breed. Slide down to the block, got you fiendin'. Always stay super fresh, super clean. High minutes, gotta keep it icy. Little pretty yellow bone, red breed. Slide down to the block, got you fiendin'. Pull up late night when you freeze. Baby, come and ride up up what you need. Little pretty yellow bone, red breed. Slide down to the block, got you fiendin'. Always stay super fresh, super clean. High minutes, gotta keep it icy. Little pretty yellow bone, red breed. Slide down to the block, got you fiendin'.